The lawsuit brought in Dallas, Oregon, challenging policies that affirm the legal rights of transgender students is meritless and extremely harmful. It also closely mirrors failed litigation brought in other states, which were rejected by the courts. The case targets transgender youth for simply existing and seeking an education, and confusingly attacks rescinded Obama-era guidelines detailing the meaning of Title IX's prohibition of sex discrimination, the Oregon Department of Education guidelines, and the Dallas School Board policy. Both the US and Oregon Department of Education guidance simply summarized over a decade of case law and best practices from across the country, advising schools that under Title IX, schools should treat transgender students according to their gender identity. Even if this guidance is rescinded, it does not change the underlying law. 2 years ago, the US Department of Education recognized in a finding that a school district in Palatine, Illinois, was discriminating against a female student on the basis of her sex when the school barred her from access to female spaces solely because she is transgender. The department issued its findings after a lengthy investigation, concluding that the district was in violation of federal law. 6 months later, students and parents for privacy filed a federal lawsuit like the one recently filed in Oregon. The ACLU and the ACLU of Illinois intervened in that case on behalf of 3 transgender students who sought to protect the rights to access gender-appropriate facilities, and they won. Transgender students achieved a significant victory in the Illinois case when the magistrate judge recommended the district court leave protections in place, allowing the students continued ability to use the bathrooms and facilities that match their gender identity. Courts across the country have come to the same conclusion and protected the rights of transgender students. What is clear is that this lawsuit has no merit and is animated by hate and fear of difference. The ACLU of Oregon and the ACLU are currently exploring intervening in this case on behalf of transgender students in the Dallas School District who have an interest in ensuring that their rights are protected. For concerned students and parents out there, let me reiterate that this lawsuit is senseless and cruel, but it is not a meaningful threat to the right of transgender students in Oregon. A decade of case law from across the country supports the rights of transgender students to access facilities that match who they are, and this case will not unravel them.